Big muscle again. We on the hustle again, and today we're coming to you from Lakeland, Florida. That's Lakeland, Florida. In this video, we're going to talk about the swans of Lake Morton, Florida, and also the city of Lakeland, Florida. Just a brief history and overview of some information we found about Lakeland, the royal swans. Those are the royal sapphire swans of Lake Morton, Florida. So according to the information here, on February 8th, 1957, Queen Elizabeth II donated swans to Lake Morton, Florida. All right, so two swans gifted by Queen Elizabeth II arrived on Lake Morton in downtown Lakeland. Since that time, Lakeland swans have become iconic figures in the community. It is almost a rite of passage for families to visit Lake Morton to feed our beloved swans. Swans can be found in freshwater lakes, ponds, and estuaries, primarily in the northeastern and midwestern United States. Their early migration to Florida came from seasonal residents wanting to have swans as pets on their winter homes. By 1926, Lakeland had a swan population of about 20, and the city established a swan department to help oversee their care. Residents and visitors alike enjoy watching these beautiful birds gliding on several lakes that include Beulah, Bunny, Hollingsworth, Hunter, Miro, Wire, and especially Lake Morton. Swans can live for 20 to 30 years, and through the decades, many birds have become victims of prey to alligators, dog diseases, chemicals, and interactions with humans. Unfortunately, by the 1954, the last swan passed away, and Lakeland was left swanless. So Lakeland Swan Saga did not go unnoticed. The community came together to raise funds to purchase new swans, but to no avail. A former Lakeland resident who had been living in England decided to take the matter to none other than Queen Elizabeth II. One of the Queen's lesser-known title is Signior of Swans. As the Queen and the royal family are inherent owners of all British swans since the Middle Ages, the Queen responded to the request by donating a mated pair of swans from their royal flock. Lakeland would need to cover the cost of wrangling, transportation, and licensing, which totaled to $300 back then. The total fee was paid by a Good Samaritan after fundraising efforts fell short. To make their trip across the Big Pond, the swans had to be taken from the roost along the Thames River outside of London. Unfortunately, an oil barge sank and contaminated the royal flock, including the two swans bound for Lakeland. The process to restore the oil-soaking birds to good health took over 5 months. The flight arrangements were all reworked, and their final leg of the journey was on 2 weeks impound in New Jersey. On February 8, 1957, the swans eventually arrived by Riddle Airlines from Clifton, New Jersey. They were met at Drainfield Airport, now Lakeland Linder International Airport, by the mayor, city manager, and the president of the Chamber of Commerce. The entourage traveled by motorcade to Lake Morton, where the community crowded to see the royal swans released on Lake Morton. After the pomp and circumstances, so everyone, when their following day, the female gracefully floated on the lake alone. At the time, wings of the birds were not clipped, and apparently no one thought that the swans would fly away from their new surroundings. Agents of the Florida Game and Freshwater Fish Commission, along with a band of volunteers, citizens took to canoes, boats, and even helicopters in hopes of a quick retrieval. The local media and the city hall was flooded with calls of the swan sighting as the community stood on watch. After a few days, the lonely female swan, joined by the captured male who had done a little sightseeing, with wings clipped, the two were noted by the newspaper to be floating on the middle of Lake Morton as they should be. Citizens soon began to watch for signs of nest building. Unfortunately, tragedy struck, and the male swan was fatally injured. The widow was eventually taken to Florida Swanery, where they selected a commoner as her mate. The following spring, cygnets arrived, and Lakeland swan population has continued to grow into what it is today. All right, so that's a brief information about the Lakeland Swans and Lake Martin. Okay, so we all know now that the swans of Lake Martin were donated by Queen Elizabeth II in the years ago, and the population continues to grow today. And we visited this lake, and you'll see that in this video. And the swans look like they're doing very, very well. Okay, so let's get into some history about Lakeland, Florida. So the city of Lakeland was incorporated in January 1885 and has grown to become one of the largest inland communities in Florida. With a current population of over 100,000, Lakeland continues to grow. It has been designated as a standard metropolitan statistical area by the U.S. Census Bureau for over 30 years. With tourist attractions and Gulf beaches only an hour away, Lakeland continues to capitalize on its ideal central Florida location. Along the Interstate 4 corridor, the city owns and operates Lakeland Electric, and the third largest publicly utility in Florida, and it was one of the first to offer power in the Sunshine State over 110 years ago. All right, so that's just a good insight about the history of Lakeland, Florida. And while we're at it, you can enjoy the sightseeing of Lakeland, Florida, and some areas we visited in the downtown sections, places like those. So now you get the information about the swans. You already subscribed to the channel. You hit the like button, and you'll share this video to friends and family who want to know some good facts about Lakeland, Florida. And if you're wondering where I got this information, this is coming from the official website of Lakeland, gov.net. That's lakelandgov.net is your official website, and this is where I got this information about the swans and also about the city of Lakeland. So you all know the best thing to do in any case is do your own research and find your own sources, so you can verify all the information you get on the internet, because sometimes you might want to recheck those. Okay, so adventure continues, and we'll continue to go different areas, different places, check out different cities, different parts and stuff like that. So what you can do to help things going is leave comments in the comment section, any questions you have and things you probably would like to know. And if I can find the information, I'll probably search for it somewhere and try to get it back to you. All right, so there's not only one lake in the Lakeland area, many different lakes. As you all know, Florida is a state that's filled with different types of lakes, and most of those lakes contains various types of animals, wildlife, and in this case, Lakeland is predominantly has a lot of water birds to include ducks. It's not just swan. There's a lot of ducks, and there's also ducks in this pond in Lake Martin. A lot of ducks and different types of water birds that's in the pond, and they're cared for and protected by the city of Lakeland, and of course the warm, heart-loving community of Lakeland, Florida. All right, so what you can do also is enjoy the video, enjoy the sightseeing. Give me a feedback and let me know what you would like to know. And I also like to know from the community, what videos do you like most? Because I'm getting a lot of different information, and I'm getting a lot of likes from different types of videos that I drop. So I'm just gonna go ahead in this video and ask the community, let me know in the comment section what videos you prefer, and also I'll try to focus on more adventurous stuff and traveling stuff as we go along. But it all depends on you, the viewers, to let me know, give me an insight and an idea of different things I can do to provide you the best information possible all the time when we're doing these videos and from time to time. All right, so this is where we're gonna leave it off. Remember, it's big muscle. We are on the hustle. It never stops, okay? Right, so go ahead and drop a comment and let me know what you think. See you in the next video. Until next time, peace.